Hi Scorpio, welcome back. So Scorpio, this is going to be your reading for the month of October. Not going to be for all of you, but if it does resonate, please do like, share, and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get started. So, Scorpio, overall energy starting this time frame is the energy of Neptune. So this energy that you'll have around you for the month of October is going to be about the dream state, imagination, memories, thinking back on the past for a few of you. It's more about the subconscious mind and spirituality, really. It's a very compassionate card, speaks about empathy. But it also speaks about escapism, and so watch getting too stuck into the dream state where you're losing touch with reality, or you're being more fantasy driven than realistic. It can be a very confusing type of energy. It can be a time period where you feel people are playing tricks on you, or you might get overly paranoid, or people are wearing a lot of masks around you. Or at least that's how you're feeling during the month of October, which is interesting because think about October. It's Halloween time, right? And a lot of people wear masks, during Halloween. And I feel like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting around you, Scorpio, is, it's a very scorpionic energy, to be honest with you. And we are going into Scorpio season at the end of October, so that makes sense. Pay attention to your dreams, Scorpio. Might be some messages there for you. And let's see what else we have going on. Holy cow. Wow, this is going to be an interesting reading. So, like I said, it's Scorpio season, and this Neptune energy is all very Scorpion-like. And then as I'm saying that, the first card out is the Death card. Well, this is you, Scorpio. This is your card in tarot. This is your energy. And it's like, yeah, waiting for that right time, I feel. I think that this represents endings, of course, as usual, and changes to be coming. But I also feel, paired to the Neptune card, this is that subconscious mind type of energy I'm talking about. This is that kind of like waiting in the ethers type of energy. Oh, this should get interesting. So, Scorpio. Then you go into the Seven of Cups, Five of Swords energy. I feel that, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is kind of like feeling a bit emotionally satisfied. This is a really, really dark energy. And I'm telling you, this reading is going to be super specific. And so if this is going to resonate with you, you're going to feel it. Like, you're going to know. If not, then catch me the next reading, because this is very specific. This is a really dark energy here, Scorpio. This is like feeling emotionally satisfied that you have hurt someone else, or like payback. It's a very vengeful type of energy. Okay, and this is falling in your energy, so I'm not going to say this can be vice versa. Like I said, but this is for you, you're going to know it. It's like, you know what? Some of you may be seeking that. Others of you, you want to put an ending to that. Like if you were out to get someone, or to like hurt someone back, or like I one up you, or if you scream, I scream louder, you hurt me, I hurt you back, I hurt you harder, that type of energy. I feel like that's got to change, and it will change during this time period, whether that's you initiating that change, like eventually coming to this stance where it's like, I don't really get any satisfaction out of it. I think I'm going to get satisfaction out of it, but then you ending up feeling defeated. So it's like, you might get like a quick win, but then in the long run, it's still not what you wanted, you know what I'm saying? So it's like instant gratification, and then long-term resentment is what I heard, or long-term consequences. So I feel like that is a heavy, heavy, heavy caution if you haven't already done it. some of you are stuck in a cycle of doing that with a person, place, or thing where you constantly like get sucked into that, right? For others of you, it's a heavy, heavy caution about do not go for the instant gratification during the month of October, because it will not result in what you want it to result in. The Five of Swords is a fight that cannot be won. One feels like they won, but it's an illusion. They've not won anything. Very intense energy. So let's go a little bit further into it and see what this is about. Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Okay, so that's a much higher vibrating energy. I feel like you're going to be moving past this during the month of October into a more balanced situation. I feel like for a lot of you, you have recognized that, you know, karma is a revolving door. And so if you keep dishing out like that type of negative vibe, or, you know, conflict or whatever, and you keep getting it back, you keep getting slapped with it back, then I feel like a lot of you in October are like switching that up. And then you start to give yourself to people and situations that are better for you, in your highest good. Being more genuine, being more open, being more generous, okay, with time and energy. I think that you do want to start anew, Scorpio. I think you want to start over. The Page of Cups is a brand new beginning. In the emotional arena, it's kind of like, okay, restart. That type of energy, okay? And I feel that, you know, you're going to have an opportunity to do that most definitely during this time frame. So if you had been feeling left out, wanting things to change, also, this is a side note for some of you. You've been maybe looking for a loan or money, or needing money for a few of you. I feel that you will have someone here who's willing to be generous with you during this time period, or you go from the 5 to 6, feeling like you are in the have-not phase to feeling to a have stage. So whether that's finances, time, energy, love, I feel like if you have been feeling that loss, then there will be that energy will shift to where you feel like, okay, you're ahead of the game again, or you get what you need. If you're waiting out, like I said, for a loan, for some of you a job opportunity, then I feel like things will start to pick up again during the month of October. So that's kind of like a side note. But there's a lot of subconscious going on. So I have the Moon card out. And if you remember, you had the Neptune card, which was about the dream state. Now the Moon represents your subconscious mind and the things that we bury. Well, what's buried in there? The Three of Cups. So yeah, I feel like there's this new energy internally, what you really, really want, I feel, is the Three of Cups energy, which the Three of Cups represents, for a few of you, it's like a reconciliation type of energy, or having a good social group around you that you can trust. You know, I feel like your subconscious mind wants that. Some of you don't even know that that's what you want. Like some of you are walking around all angry and spiteful. You know, or if not spiteful, just kind of with your defenses up, and you don't even know why. Like you don't even know what's going on. And it's, I think for some of you, you buried it and pushed it so deep, like you don't even know why you do the things you do anymore. Like a lot of times I'll see this in people who like were always told like maybe that they didn't fit in, or maybe they didn't fit in, you know, like when they were children, or this is just an example, when they were children or in high school, or like their parents always told them they were a bad boy or a bad girl. And so they start self-identifying as that, like, yeah, I am the bad girl, I'm the bad boy, that's who I am. And then they play that role their entire lives, not even realizing that's not who they really are. That was a title that was handed to them, that they decided to make that who they are, you know? And I like, why do I give you that example? Because I feel like some of you have done that, given yourself a title, whatever that title may be. It doesn't have to be bad boy, bad girl. It could be any title you've given. An angry person, you know, or a vengeful person, or an empathetic person, and then you now believe you are that title, and you're walking around dissatisfied and unhappy, you know, or ready to sting someone or rip their heads off, you know, at like a moment's notice, at least during October. I feel that like angst energy here, and you don't even know where it's coming from, you know. And I feel like that's where that subconscious energy comes from, and needing to see beyond the veil of the ego. You are not your ego. You are bigger, deeper, and stronger than that. And I think like I have some of you that are either tuning in that are Scorpios or cross watchers that have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker. You think you are that title. You think you are your ego. And then if that's the case, then you've come to this reading because you really, really needed to hear that you are not that. You're actually very much a child that wants to be loved and to give love and have it reciprocated. This is the childhood energy here. That's that child, that inner knowing, the soul piece of us, that at the core of what's going on genuinely wants to be genuine, to be able to trust, to unlearn all of those bad things that we have learned about the bad world around us. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a deep reading, Scorpio, and you have been getting deep readings after deep readings after deep readings, so I'm not like overly surprised. And it is Scorpio season, so a lot of you are having birthdays come up, and you're kind of doing like a look back period of, okay, like holy crap, I'm this old now, and why do I still feel like I can't get my claws into life, you know, like, and for some of you, it's because you have buried all of these emotions that you needed to feel, that you needed to express, and that you need to get rid of. And it's like being looked at in the month of October, okay? Or you're going to be having very strong dreams, visions, synchronicities, hearing songs that are meaningful. You know, it's a very spiritual vibe here. Because I do feel at the core of this, Scorpio, you want to reconnect. For some of you, with another person. For others of you, it's reconnecting with self, that inner child we talked about. If you have disconnected from spirituality, your emotional state, you know, then I feel that in order to move or push this energy forward during the month of October, you're going to have to trust a little bit. Give a little bit to get. You have to give to get. Even if all you have is $1 or all you have is a hug, that's all the love you got in you to give, then give it, you'll get it back. It is a promise of the universe. It is the promise of karma. If that you give with pure intention, whether it be small or large, you will get it back, especially during this time frame. So I like that. There is possibilities of either new beginnings or coming together with people like minds, networking type of energy here. You know, if you so desire to put yourself out there, that part's free will. But either way, Scorpio, you're in the upright during this time period. And it's your birthday season. This is a deep message for your birthday. But at the same time, I feel like this is you. This is your space. Like, this energy is where Scorpio likes to be most of the time. You know, that's the kingdom you rule, the underworld, right? So, that's the energy I see here for you, Scorpio, during this time frame. Now, if you are only interested in you and what you're going to be feeling and going through over this next month, then that's where the reading ends for you. For those of you who are dealing with a specific person and you would like to know what this person is going through or feeling, then this is where the reading continues. So, they have as their I can't talk. Their overall energy is the Nine of Cups. So you had the Nine of Cups too. Emotional satisfaction. This person has the Nine of Cups. And paired with the Devil. So you had the Nine of Cups, same card, paired with the Five of Swords. This is like emotionally feeling satisfied, like you won, but you didn't win. And remember I said I didn't feel that was vice versa. Well, now I'm going to tell you if you're dealing with a specific person, it is vice versa. I feel that this person, same. You know, they feel emotionally satisfied at times, but not really. The Devil is here. So I feel like they can't escape, you know, either a toxic trait that they have, or they're having a lot of difficulty with that, or it's like not being able to escape this connection and yet feeling emotionally satisfied within it. So, her gaining some sort of emotional satisfaction here. This is weird. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. So, Scorpio, the person that you're dealing with could just simply be a Capricorn. If you're specifically dealing with a Capricorn, then I feel that this person wants a commitment with you. If it's intimate love and they're hoping for that, wishing for that during this time period, FYI. For those of you not dealing with a Capricorn, then there's some toxicity around this person, maybe even like obsessive nature to them, or how you feel about each other. It might be obsession. I feel like this person is wanting and wishing for either a new opportunity here or commitment. But the block is that there's like too many people surrounding the situation here, or I don't know how to say this without like being gross. The Moon card. Okay. There's a lot of sexual energy if this is a intimate relationship. And yeah, somehow like that sexual energy blocks the connection. Like this person may not like that about the connection, or is weird. Or like maybe having issues in that area, whether that's you or them. You know what I'm saying? Like they have some issues going on with like how they perceive sex and how you perceive sex if this is intimate. Or there might quite literally be issues going on, you know, with the sacral chakra. Okay? And it kind of blocks things from like being as comfortable as they could be within this dynamic. And so I feel like that's a very specific. So that's just for a few of you. The rest of you, it is, you know, what gets in the way of this relationship is toxic behavior traits. Like I said, whether that be addictions or like overly obsessing, or, you know, negative thinking, or, you know, someone being selfish here at times. Very interesting. So they go into the Three of Wands and then the World energy here, Scorpio. So I do feel like the situation is going to move forward. The World card is here to say that there is a chapter closing. And I remember that I saw on your side that there will be changes. There will be changes in this dynamic, whether it's on your free will or not. It will be taken out of your hands. Sometimes the universe, God, whatever you believe in, does that when we don't want to change and we need to change. Then it's like, okay, I will change it for you, you know? So I feel that here too, that this person is closing chapters, you know, moving forward. They had the moon here, so they have some subconscious things going on as well as you do. So I want to know what that's about. Oh. Okay, so like I said, they have the moon cards, you had the moon card. Same card, different decks. Subconsciously, I felt like Scorpio, what was needed, whether you feel it, believe it or not, you know, what's going on in the background of your soul level in the 5th dimension is that you're wanting to have a new beginning or tap into your more inner child. For this person, what is going on subconsciously is they're manifesting and maybe manipulating and not even realizing that they're manipulating circumstances or manifesting into their reality what they're dreaming of. And unconscious manifestation is not a good thing, because when we unconsciously manifest, we usually end up manifesting our fears as opposed to what we truly want. And so I feel like that message is important for the person you're dealing with, your cross-watcher, because they are manifesting a fear here that may not even be based in reality. You know, fearing the worst when there's the best is coming, you know, or fearing the worst in you. Yeah, fearing to let go. Fearing to put their defenses down because they fear like toxicity will come into this dynamic and then it will flip things upside down, and that's not where they're comfortable, and they want to be comfortable and their comfort zone, and they need things to be such a way. You know what I'm saying? And that's an interesting thing. So they're going to be kind of going through that state during the month of October, conquering those fears, moving forward. I feel like this person wants to see progress, like I said, wishing for more stability in their life, trying to get rid of either a toxic person or toxic behaviors that they have, and wrap this cycle up already. But I think what blocks them from being able to do it is that they also somewhat, to some degree or another, want to hold on, change the situation, manipulate it. And that prevents the cycle from ending if they don't let go. Some of them are going to finally let go of that energy, move forward, let the cycle end. Yep. And then the Lovers here, which is be more communicative of what they want and how they feel. Reconnection for some of you. And I saw either reconciliation or reconnection here for a few of you. Yeah. And 6 of Cups. Letting go of that. 3 of Cups. Wanting reconciliation here. So I feel like this person needs to let go and release during this time period as well, in order for them to be able to make choices that will result in I don't know how to put this into words. This person has to let go of bringing back the past or wanting to bring back the past in order to move forward. And I feel like on a subconscious level, that's what they've had issues with. You know, whether that's like childhood issues or issues that you had with this person and they can't let it go, they can't let it go. I feel like during this time period, they are wrapping up that cycle, and I feel like they are choosing to stop wishing for things to go back to the way that they were. Because subconsciously, I feel that's what they want. But I also feel like they don't know that that's not in their best interest to go back to things that are done and over with. And so I feel like that realization is coming here during this month, and there will be movement forward. Okay? So, Scorpio, I hope you found that reading helpful. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with during this time period are Gemini, Pisces, Capricorn, Pisces again. Could be another Cancer, Scorpio. Could be Aquarius. Another Scorpio, like I said, or Earth, Virgo, Taurus. That is the majority I have out, so that could be the person you're dealing with, and or the placements in your birth chart or the person's birth chart you're dealing with, or just simply the energy surrounding the situation. Going to be different for all of you. I hope that you found that helpful. Check out my social media account links down below. Also, new merchandise. I have sweatshirts now for all 12 zodiac signs with your specific tarot card printed on the back. They're pretty neat. They're all up and listed now. You can click on the merchandise link below. It'll take you to the shop. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.